What is up, guys? Sumi here from Thoughtcast, and today I want to talk about opening a new business. Now, this is not necessarily a topic I talk about a lot, but in the field that I'm in, when it comes to coaching and consulting, I often work with businesses and organizations that need help to set up who they are and to really brand themselves. I'm talking very basic here. Opening a new business, the mindset that you need to have is expect problems. See, a lot of times people open a business and they think it's this wonderful thing. They're caught on the expectation of what this business can be and what it can do for them. They think that this business can just print them money. And a lot of times that's the mindset that people have when it comes to business ownership. When I tell people I have a lot of businesses, they say, oh, you must make a lot of money. And that is true to some degree, but there are a lot of problems. Realistically, owning a lot of businesses is really just solving a lot of problems because businesses are designed to solve problems. So at the end of the day, the more you service people, the more money you'll make. But servicing people in itself is solving their issues, taking on emotional issues, financial issues, physical issues, whatever it might be. That is a job of a business. So you must really be a problem solver when you get into business, and you must learn how to manage stress. The first thing that happens when you open a business is that you're caught on this wonderful wave of what this business can do, like I said before. But then you're faced with the adversities, the obstacles, and the controversies of just owning a business. First and foremost, you have to make sure that your business is actually a business that you can own, whether it's copyright, trademark, or just simply making it an LLC. While this isn't necessarily complicated, like this stuff is easy once you know how to do it, it can be extremely difficult from building from that. Because once you make a business an LLC, you may be operating under a different name, so you might need to create a DBA, so on and so forth. I'm not trying to give you structured legal advice here, but the first thing that you need to understand of owning a business is to actually legitimize the ownership of the business. Then from there, you have to focus on marketing and branding. So when you get in the mindset of opening a new business, understand the costs that are associated with it. Just for getting your business set up and everything in it, it can typically cost $500 to $1,000. Now, it is cheaper in some areas depending on how you do it, but typically speaking, you want to make sure that you have a good accountant to get things set up. Then from there, you want to make sure that you have a marketing strategy because let me tell you, the best products don't win. It is the products that are marketed the most that are actually usable by the clients. See, the products have to work, but let me put it like this. The products that you see on the shelves that are selling the most are not necessarily the number one products out there. They're the ones that are marketed the most. They're the ones that are the most available and the easiest to get for clients. You have to make sure that your product is readily accessible and that people know about it. So marketing strategy is extremely important, and that should be number 2. Number 3 is the means and goods that you need to necessarily get the business operatable and active. And this really involves getting the right people involved. See, the most difficult thing for me when I started my business wasn't necessarily the process of distributing the business. It was finding the right people that I could trust on and rely on to really help me build this business because everybody's in it for themselves. Everybody wants to do everything for themselves. And a lot of times when you open a business, there needs to be a number 2 guy, a number 3 guy, a number 4 guy for it to work. So taking the ego out of the business, getting partners involved, and really laying out the boundaries, the structure, and the foundation of the business in itself is very important from day one, and making sure that you have people that you can trust. These are the 3 things I want you to understand before you open a business. Now, this stuff is very basic, guys. I'll probably talk a lot more about business, but I hope this was helpful for you. Until next time, Sumi's out.